You might not think much about wireless car chargers until you're fumbling with cables while driving or your phone keeps sliding off the mount. That's when having a solid, reliable charger in your car suddenly makes a huge difference. We've been testing two of the older but still popular options, the Acefast and the Joyveva 3-in-1 chargers, on our daily drives, and it's been quite a ride figuring out which one actually works better in real life. So, we thought it's about time we share our hands-on experience with both, comparing what we liked, what annoyed us, and which one we'd actually reach for. Subscribe if you're into car gadgets and want to save yourself some headaches on the road. Let's dive in. Alright, let's talk about what we actually got inside the box. The Acefast wireless car charger comes with the main charging mount, a suction cup stand, an air vent clip, a USB-C cable, an extra base pad, and a quick start guide. It's got everything you'd expect, nothing fancy, but enough to get started. The Joyveva 3-in-1 wireless car charger, on the other hand, feels a bit more Apple-focused. We got a QC 3-car adapter, a suction mount, an air vent clip, and a Type-C cable, basically a full setup ready to go for your iPhone. Now, in terms of design, Acefast feels like the more universal option. It's got those expandable silicone arms that can hold any phone from 4.5 to 7.2 inches, which sounds great on paper. But after using it for a while, we realized the arms can get a bit stiff and sometimes they don't even clamp evenly if you're in a hurry. Yeah, it works, but it doesn't feel smooth or refined. The Joyveva, on the other hand, we found to be more premium out of the box. It's got that typical Apple-like simplicity. And here, the MagSafe part works great with iPhones, and it also charges Apple Watches and AirPods, so it's definitely built around that ecosystem. Now, to be fair, it can work with some Android phones, as long as they support wireless charging and have a USB-C port. But even then, it doesn't hold as securely as it does with MagSafe iPhones, and the alignment sometimes feels off. So yeah, it's nice if you're deep in the Apple setup, but for Android users, it's more of a works okay, but not perfect kind of situation. Here, Acefast gives us lots of options to mount: a suction cup on the dash, windshield, or a vent clip, and the arm moves in every direction. In real life, that flexibility was great. We could get the perfect angle easily. Joyveva has similar mounts, but it feels a bit rigid. It's really built around iPhones, so if you tried something else, it wasn't as smooth. When we tested these chargers, the first thing we noticed was the charging speed. With Acefast, we appreciated that it can deliver up to 15 watts for Android phones, 10 for Samsung, and 7.5 for iPhones. Yeah, it's decent, but we didn't love the need for a separate QC3 adapter to actually reach those numbers. Without it, charging feels slower than it should. Joyveva, on the other hand, gave us 7.5 watts for iPhones, 5 for Apple Watches, and 3 for AirPods. We liked the all-in-one idea, but honestly, the charging felt a bit slow for longer drives, especially compared to Acefast. Now, when it comes to keeping the phone stable, we found Acefast to be more reliable. The silicone arms hold the phone securely. Well, Joyveva's magnets are strong as well, and the auto-clamping is satisfying at first, but we ran into moments where the gears didn't engage fully, and we had to adjust it manually. Also, thicker cases sometimes cause Joyveva to lose grip, which we didn't experience with Acefast. The one-handed usability was another noticeable difference. Acefast's touch release button worked quite smoothly every time, which we really appreciated. Joyveva also has side buttons, but the small blue LED was distracting at night. Well, it's not a deal-breaker, but it's felt annoying during use. Heat management is worth mentioning too. Acefast has small ventilation holes, and we noticed our phones stayed cooler even on longer drives. Joyveva sometimes got warm, especially when charging an iPhone and AirPods together, which made us a bit cautious on hot days. So, which wireless car charger should you choose? Well, that basically depends on what kind of phone you use and how you drive. In our case, we found Acefast to be the more reliable one. It works well for both Android and Apple phones. The silicone arms hold the phone firmly even on rough roads, and the one-handed release is smooth. We also appreciated the ventilation holes keeping phones cooler on longer drives. With Joyveva, our experience was mixed. The magnetic auto-clamping worked well for our iPhones most of the time, and charging our AirPods and Apple Watch at the same time was handy. But we often had to adjust the mechanical arms manually. The small blue LED was distracting at night, and on bumpy roads the phones didn't feel as secure. So if we had to recommend one, we'd go with Acefast for its versatility and consistent performance, especially for users with both Android and Apple phones. Though Joyveva works fine, but it felt more fragile, kind of slower and a bit temperamental in daily use. For older car models, both are okay, but in 2025, most people are moving toward modern MagSafe car chargers anyway. Alright, that's a wrap on today's comparison. Which one would you love to choose? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.